Speaking of NFC,
starters they lost though.
I know. Let's talk about who's the best. Who's best in the NFC, John? Let's have some fun with this. I got to get out of this overlay real quick. We're gonna spin the wheel. These are the positions that we have left. Last week we did the wide receiver trio. All right, we're gonna do groups as wholes as right now. So you can see I have the secondary up there as a whole. All right, so that's 2 safeties, 2 cornerbacks, or the nickelback. You can add it in there. We could do it like that, however you see fit. We're focusing on the NFC only, and we have to rank these things. So, guys, stick around. If you didn't hit the like button already, make sure you do so. If you're not subscribed to both channels, take this time to do so. John, we're about to spin the wheel, and are you ready? Spin it. Here we go. All right, which position will we be covering this week? Of course, because that's the show.
There we go. So, question is, are we doing full D-line, or are we doing defensive ends or defensive tackles?
We're going to do the full D-line. So, the 4 up front or the 5 up, however you want to look at it. If they run a 3-4, it's totally up to you.
Okay. Yeah, let's do this, man. So, let's do what we did last time, where we jump through by division, and we approach it that way.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And so I'm opening up my PFF depth chart. You give me a team to start with, and we'll start with that division.
All right, so let's go with the NFC South.
All righty. So let's do Tampa Bay. Let's start there. All right, so who are their defensive line? And it's interesting because they were so bad. Like, they were amazing. They win the Super Bowl. Then they were bad. It was rough. So they've got Joe Tryon and Shaq Barrett as their defensive ends. I like that. Vita Vea. And then they drafted Kalijah Cansey in the first round this year. So that's a lot of first-round talent. I think was Barrett a first-rounder? I don't think he was. Yeah, he wasn't drafted. He was undrafted. That's right. But Vea, Cansey, and Joe Tryon, all first-round picks. So they've got 3 first-rounders. That's pretty damn strong.
Very strong.
So let's go to Carolina, because we're gonna. What we do if you weren't here last time, we go through each division and we're gonna rank them 1, 2, 3, 4 in their division, and then we'll rank all the number 1s against each other once we fill this out.
Bingo.
Because I know everybody always does just Niner stuff, and that's cool. But this is a fun time to get outside and to try to weigh what the Niners have against these teams. All right, let's go to the Carolina Panthers. Brian Burns and Yatir Gross-Matos, the Penn State kid. They got Derek Brown, who was drafted right before Kinlaw, and he's played pretty well. And Shy Tuttle, undrafted free agent out of Tennessee. So those are their 4. So real quick, this will make it easier on me. Tampa Bay over the Panthers, correct?
I got Tampa. I got Tampa. I got Tampa over the Panthers.
Wait. All right, let's go to New Orleans, who is just, man, New Orleans Saints, they're such a weird team.
Their front is old.
It's old, but so good. I just did this whole
Cameron Jordan, Marcus Davenport. I know.
Davenport, but how? He's not there.
Oh, well, then Cameron Jordan. No, what's the other guy? Demario Davis. Davis.
They've got Carl Grandison. They've got Demario Davis.
That's who I meant. Davenport's a secondary guy. My bad.
Nathan Shepard.
Nah. Here's my order of the NFC South, just off the top of the dome piece. I feel like Tampa's 1, Carolina's 2, Atlanta's 3. Shit.
And again, Brian Breesy. They got a first-round defensive tackle guy out of Clemson in the Saints as well.
Okay, this is tougher than I thought.
Let's go through the Atlanta team real quick. Here's the Atlanta defensive front. Bud Dupree. You got Jarrett there, who's just been Grady Jarrett. He's the Niners killer. Every time we play him, he just has a year. And they got Calais Campbell this year, too. So now they got him, and then Arnold Ebiketie. You remember him? Everybody liked him last year for the Niners, speed edge rusher. I think I put Atlanta last still. I don't like any of their edge players. Bud Dupree's good, but I would put Atlanta last. I would go Tampa Bay 1,
Tampa, Carolina
2.
2. I'm going Saints last and Atlanta
Okay.
3rd.
All right, cool.
Damn it.
All right.
We finally disagree again.
All right, let's go NFC West. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do the Dallas Cowboys. Which is interesting.
You mean the
because-
East?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. My bad. Yeah, they got a pretty good squad. Micah Parsons for sure. You got to put him there. Tank Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's a beast. They go out and spend a first-round pick on Mozzie Smith this year, and the all-named team Osa Odigizua, who they got in the 3rd round last year. That just played awesome. So that's theirs. This is going to be a battle because there's some good defensive lines here, no doubt about it. So let's do them versus the Eagles because that kind of help us.
I still got the Eagles number 1.
Do you? Yeah, Jalen Carter, Josh Sweat, Fletcher Cox, Hassan Reddick. Not even mentioning Brandon Graham, who's
Correct.
Rotated in there. Yeah, I think so as well. All right, cool. Let's go New York Giants. The New York Football Giants.
This is tough.
Azeez Ojulari.
This is
Kayvon
tough.
Thibodeau. Pretty good. Man, yeah, this is good. Dexter
We haven't seen
Lawrence.
Azeez play yet, though, right?
Azeez did play last year.
Okay.
He played his rookie year, then got hurt.
Got hurt.
But,
Okay.
yeah, he was good. And Leonard Williams. Like, this is a solid. This is good.
They might have the toughest
This is
defensive
good.
line group in the league. Like the NFC East joint might be tough because then wait till you get to Washington.
Yeah, they all built the same up front, which is smart. So, all right, let's do Washington. Chase Young, Josh Sweat, they run a 3-4. Josh Allen, Deron Payne, and then you can throw in their nose tackle Abdullah Anderson. But yeah, this hard. This hard. I'm going Philly 1 as well. But I think I'm going, man. Golly. This might be for the top 6 in the whole NFC. I think I'm going Giants 2. Is that weird?
No, I'm going Dallas 2.
Dallas 2?
Giants 2.5.
And you're putting Washington last. Somebody's got to be last.
Washington is last. I can't put the Giants to me got better on the front.
Gosh.
They got better. They added in Mozzie Smith too to stop the run. They're gonna
that was Mozzie Smith went to the Cowboys.
They added that's what I meant the Cowboys. The Cowboys got better on the front.
Yes. So we've got Philly 1, Dallas 2, Giants 3, Washington 4. Now, check this out. Let's do this and go to the north and look at this discrepancy. Let's start with Minnesota. They signed Marcus Davenport. They got him. They've got Dean Lowry. Don't really know much about him. Ezizi Otomewu, 5th-round pick last year. Don't know much about him. And Daniel Hunter. Like, terrible. This is terrible. The Vikings are a bad football team, man. I don't know how else to say
The
that.
Vikings are going to be
Defensively, they're
probably
terrible.
last in the NFC.
They might have the worst defense in the NFL, and it might not even be close. Like, they're Arizona Cardinals bad.
Yeah.
Ugh, yuck. All right, Green Bay. They
Bad
put a
too.
lot of resources.
I
But-
don't think they're that good.
Rashawn Gary. They drafted
They
Lucas
draft-
Van Ness in
Yeah.
the 1st round. Kenny Clark's a baller, dude. He's still really, really good. And then you've got Devontae Wyatt, another 1st-round guy out of Georgia. Like they've got some dogs, man. They've got some guys. I don't know.
So all right. So NFC North, we're putting the Vikings last.
Yes.
We're the Bears because the Bears got a good front too.
Okay, cool. Let's go through Chicago. Yeah. DeMarcus Walker, all right, not bad. Then you've got Justin Jones, all right. You've got Andrew Billings, nope. And then you've got Travis Gibson. No, it's terrible. It's like I would put them ahead of Minnesota still, but not by much. Like, and that's the thing. We were talking about the NFC East, dominant. Now we get here to the North, and it's like, good Lord. Like, these are not good football teams. Like, they're not built the correct way. Now, you look at the Detroit Lions. Yeah, they got Hutchinson, who's amazing. Aiden Hutchinson was awesome. But outside of that, Josh Pascal, all right.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right, John.
McNeil, no. Charles Harris, no.
You're
Like,
spot on, bro.
terrible. It's like
So,
I think my
Packers
order,
won. Packers won.
Yeah.
Okay.
Detroit 2, even though
Detroit.
it sucks.
Detroit 2. I think you put the Vikings 4
Chicago 3.
and Chicago
Yeah,
3.
it's a trash division, bro.
But these might be the bottom 5.
They really might be. Like, I'm taking New Orleans, who we had 4th, over Detroit, who we had 2nd. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right.
Good point.
All right. Let's go check out the Cardinals. Let's stick to the terrible teams. I don't even know some of these guys, so let's just hold on. They went and got L.J. Collier, the first-round bust with Seattle. He's going to be starting for them. That's
I
hilarious.
can't stand you.
Rashard Lawrence, all right, cool. Carlos Watkins, all right, cool. Like Cameron Thomas.
They're
all
just
right.
last, John. They're 4th in our division. You don't even have to go through their.
They did get B.J. Ojolari, who I do like. The
Correct.
rookie, but still, like, ooh.
Related
All
to Aziz, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's in the family. Let's do Rams. They got Aaron Donald. Everybody knows that.
Well, as long as you got Aaron Donald, that kind of keeps you in the float.
Yeah, listen to these other names. Nobody's heard of these guys. Marcus Copeland, Jonah Williams, undrafted, Michael Hocht, undrafted, and Byron Young. We all like Byron Young. That was the Tennessee kid. So the speed rusher. Oof.
So it's Cardinals, it's Rams, it's Seahawks, it's Niners.
Yeah, I think
the Seahawks definitely drafted some studs. I don't give what anybody say. They drafted some studs.
Yeah, they went after some fun ones. So
this list is going to be different though, because I don't know how we're going to take the 4-1s if we feel like the NFC East has 4-1s.
Yeah,
I would say that the NFC East has three possible ones.
Correct. Green Bay is not even in the discussion. Okay, so like I would take top 3 in NFC. I'd take the 49ers over them. I'd take Tampa Bay over them. Like Green Bay's like last in this.
So,
yeah.
So to me, it's top 2. Top 3 would be Niners, Eagles, Tampa. And now we got to figure in
Dallas and New York.
I feel like New York and Dallas might beat out some of the 2s that we got.
Yeah.
So let's go through the 2s real quick.
Okay, 2s, Dallas 2, Detroit Lions, Carolina Panthers, Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are out, Carolina's out.
See what I'm saying?
Detroit's not good.
No. So Dallas moves up. So they're 4. And let's go to the 3s. Giants.
Giants. It's Giants, the Bears, Atlanta, and the Rams. No, this is bad. It's terrible.
Are we missing? So are the Giants better than the Seahawks?
Yes, by a mile.
Shit.
By
Okay.
a mile.
Well, there you go. What's our top 5? This was quicker than I thought. I thought it was going to take us a half hour.
So top 5, again, we haven't differentiated the best of the ones. That's the issue.
Oh, I thought we did.
Oh, so who's your number 1?
Niners, Eagles 2.
You'd put Niners over defensive line-wise?
Over the Eagles? Hell yeah. We just took their best piece and we added it to our number 1 defense.
If we had a solid defensive end, that would be the difference for me.
See, that's not fair because
Philly
you're banking Philly. Okay, so you're taking their edge.
They have 3 solid edges. We have 1. That's the only reason why I would put them first.
But now they no longer have an unproven interior because they lost the interior piece that soaks up the double teams. So I bet you their edge doesn't look as great as it did last season.
I agree with that. Yeah, and again, like it's totally cool. Like they're both badass. I just think that they have more. I value the edge more than defensive tackles, and they've got 3 stud edges, maybe 4 if you want to count Nolan Smith. But that's okay. So you've got Niners 1, you've got Philly 2, and then Dallas 3, right? You have
what I got.
Dallas or Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay would be 4, right?
Tampa Bay would be 4.
Okay, cool. There we go. Man, that's fun. And then Green Bay would be 5.
Did we put Green Bay 5 or did we put the Giants ahead of Green Bay?
Oh, yeah. You're right. Sorry, I missed that part. Yep.
So we got 3 NFC East. Do we play we play the NFC? How dope is this freaking exercise? We
fun.
play the NFC East. John, you got to go back and look at the schedule. We got the Giants with that defensive line on Thursday Night Football. You got Dallas coming in on Sunday Night Football. They're in our top 5, bro.
Yeah.
And we have these games as kind of like we have them as wins. Maybe not the Giants one, but just because of the scheduling. Oh, this is going to be rough. And then we got the Eagles that we play on the road later on in December.
And the Bucks. And we got the Bucks this year.
But see, the Bucks defense to me doesn't have the offense to allow them to rest.
They're terrible.
I was watching Baker Mayfield in practice, bro. He can't hit. Never mind. This is not a Baker Mayfield show, but you know what I'm trying to say.
He's bad. He's real bad.
So to me, their defense will get worn out at some point. So that's why I'm not necessarily worried about their defense. Hey, listen, Kylie agrees with you. So does Sammy and Pickle. They agree. I'm not saying that we don't need the second edge. John is saying that their second edge. All right, so give me their edge rushers, John. Graham.
Okay, so Josh Sweat, Hassan Reddick, and Brandon Graham.
All
and
right.
Nolan Smith.
So, but again, Nolan Smith hasn't done much.
Right.
And these guys are going to have to step up. And so I guess my theory with that is, and I'm not trying to be a homer for the Niners, but my theory is we got better interior pass rushing wise, and they got a lot worse. Now, that does not mean that those rookies and the second year players won't step up, but now you're putting a lot on them to step up. And so the offensive lines are going to challenge them to beat them one-on-ones, because now they're going to start putting guys doubling up to not let Reddick get around the side and not let Sweat do what he does. Josh Sweat does what he do. So, like, I feel like offensive lines have a better game plan because they're not necessarily fearing those 2 young guys. Now, when they had they still have him too, the old guy,
Fletcher Cox.
Fletcher Cox is still there. He's still a menace, but now you're missing the other piece. I don't know. Call me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I get it. Y'all logic makes perfect sense.
It's like, for me, the best 2 players are Nick Bosa and Javen Hargraves. Like, those are the best 2 out of both these 2 teams.
Right.
But then whenever you get to 3, 4, 5, 6, I think all those are on the Eagles' side. And so, like, that's the issue for me. But again, yeah, the best 2 players on these 2 teams are both on the 49ers team. So, yeah, it's a fun way to look at it. And it puts everything in perspective whenever you're saying this or that, this or that. That's fun. That's fun.